Assalamualaikum, dear friends. How are you? I welcome you on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, there is a great struggle of the life. All the people we are working for our survival, for our success, for our happiness. All of us working to achieve certain things, and for that purpose, to be able to succeed, to be able to achieve certain things, we need some resources as well. We need certain important ingredients of it as well. And some of the people are resourceful enough. Another some of the people they are not very resourceful people. And those people who are resourceful people, apart from certain other things, they need also certain good qualities of themselves, and one such quality is called willpower. Willpower is very important for all the people, regardless of rich and poor. Although the rich people need it in the lesser quantity, as for the poor people are concerned, as for the people who don't have much of the resources, these people have to rely a lot on their willpower. If at all we do conduct a survey or a research upon the people who were not resourceful, who were not rich, despite all that they have succeeded, they have achieved something which is very worthwhile, which is very important, we will come to understand that they people were having one thing, and that one thing was willpower. They struggled a lot, they worked very hard, they utilized their willpower to the maximum, to the optimal level, and this is how they could succeed, this is how they could develop, they could prosper, and they succeeded in achieving their goals. My dear friends and fellows, I think that if at all we want to live a very good life, and we need to develop, we need to utilize our willpower. And although there are certain other ingredients of it as well, we need to use our mind, extremely important. But willpower, I think that is something which is lacking in many of the cases, and this is the reason, this become a reason of their failure, this become the reason of their not succeeding. While those who have succeeded, they did it just because of their willpower. The willpower mean a lot. This makes them able to do a lot of willpower, the lot of work, without much of the facilities, without much of the resources. Despite all, they kept going. Dear friends and fellows, today we have made it a topic of our today's discussion, that how to develop a willpower. And I believe that if at all we do succeed in developing the willpower, then completing the other thing, doing the other thing, carrying on the other important and the necessary thing, that become quite easy. That become quite easy once we people have succeeded in developing our willpower. So how to develop it? After quite a good amount of research, 10 ways have been explored and developed and listed. 10 ways to develop your willpower. And what are those 10 ways? Let's look upon all these 10 ways one by one, and let's try to incorporate, let's try to adopt all of those 10 ways. Let's try to adopt this strategy so that we succeed in developing our willpower, and then on the basis of willpower, we could do all what is needed to be done. The first thing is, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believing in ourselves, that I can do that, yes, I can develop my willpower. And although there is a technique to do that, but despite knowing the technique, everybody cannot develop it. Some of the people do, those who are genuinely willing to develop their willpower, they do it ultimately. So I'm, alhamdulillah, one of those people who are genuinely committed, who are really committed to develop their willpower, and I shall be able to do that. I believe in myself. I believe in the God gifted qualities and the talents which have been enshrined in me, so that I could employ all these to become the right sort of person, so that I could become a successful person. I believe in myself. Number one. Number two, the other thing is that it is a clarify your goals, clarification of the goals, and listing on the one hand, clarifying it on the other hand. And as for the clarification of the goals is concerned, it is not enough just to do it once. Rather, we need to keep clarifying it with the passage of time. We need to make it more and more clearer, so that it become as clear as 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, so that the achievement of it could become far more easier and less effortsome. So, dear friend, clarify your goals. And the third is reward the effort. Reward the effort. What is this, by the way? We have earlier heard about rewarding the success, rewarding the achievement, rewarding the accomplishment. That is all fine. But I think that even if at all we have tried and tried it well, despite the fact that we could not succeed, I think even then we deserve some sort of a reward. What kind of reward is it? If at all we go to the educational institution, if at all we go to the sports field or other business and marketing areas, marketing firms, there obviously those who succeeded well, they are rewarded. But not only that these are rewarded, rather those, some of the people who tried very well, but despite all that they could not achieve all the success, these people are also given the consolation prizes. Okay, dear friend, dear, you have done it very well. And once you are rewarded, once you have rewarded and given yourself as a consolation prize, it will mean that I will be making even a better effort the next time. So we also, so that is the reward yourself. Number three. Number four, it is, dear friend, develop a routine. Developing a routine mean ke routine matters a lot indeed. Routine makes the things easier, because if routine makes the things much more effective. Why? Because if at all we are doing something else in a routine, mean on a regular basis, and preferably doing it at the same time, it makes the things much easier. And once it becomes easier, we can carry it on for a longer period of time. And as for the routine is concerned, routine is a practice. Routine makes our performance better as well. If at all we are practicing something in a routine, we will keep improving automatically in that thing. So, dear friends and fellows, I think that the development of the routine, making of the routine, and then going according to the routine, it is much better for us. So that is actually that is develop a routine. Now the fifth is build up slowly. Yes, building up slowly. Whatever is being done in a haste, whatever effort you are doing it rapidly, it might not be you might not be able to carry it on. And a time will arrive, not so no, I mean pretty soon, when we will collapse and we will not be able to carry it on. As for the body, as for the mind is concerned, it takes the things gradually, bit by bit. So do it slowly. It is easier to consolidate. It is easier to consolidate if at all we are doing it in a routine manner. But if at all we are doing it very fastly, I think that cannot be carried it on. It is like the competition of a tortoise and a hare, tortoise and a rabbit. So, dear friend, what is the rabbit runs far better, very fast, but can run only for the few meters only. As for the tortoise is concerned, tortoise walks very slowly but very regularly. So there is a race. If at all there is a race between the tortoise and the rabbit, obviously the tortoise is going to win because of the regularity, because of the regularity. So build up slowly. Now the sixth is choose the right time. Choosing of the right time, that is very very important indeed. Why? Because everything else cannot be done at the same time. If a person has started several things at the same time, not caring about the time, I think they people are going to bear the big loss. Never do that thing at all. So what we need to do actually is that, that is choose the right time for every item, for everything. Choosing one item at a time, and a suitable item, choosing something which is more suitable to do at that time. So that is, choose the right time. And number seven is be kind to yourself while carrying it on. All so many of the things, all so many, tactics and techniques to do all that. I mean, it's not like we are going to perform perfectly and in everything else. So dear friends and fellows, we are not a robot, we are the human being. And obviously it's not that, it's not a such thing which everybody is doing. So for all that reason, we need to be slightly kind with ourselves, not to be that much harsh. We are not made of the steel. So we need to be a bit kind. Be a bit kind upon yourself as well. So because we have to go for a longer period of time throughout our life, not just for a few days only. So be kind, a bit kind to yourself. Kindness is good upon other, but it is at the same time the kindness is good at we ourselves as well. So dear friends, be kind to yourself. Now the eighth is treat yourself. Treat yourself. Mean, if at all we succeed somewhere else, here we have succeeded. We have walked a milestone. We have reached a milestone. So mean, we have made a considerable amount of progress in that respect. Treat yourself. Treating ourselves does not mean doing something which will be addictive, which will be indulging. Not at all, not at all. But we need to treat ourselves. Treating ourselves, if at all we have achieved something, we have reached a stage, if at all we have completed something, even a part of something, a chapter of something, in that case too we need to reward ourselves. Treat yourself. Now number nine is get support. Getting support of the family members, getting support of the friends, and getting support of even the those who do the counseling, those who are the professional psychologists, clinical psychology professional psychologists. We need to seek the support of these people as well. Seeking the support, that I want to build a willpower, I need your encouragement, I need your support, I need your appreciation. I need your technical assistance. I need this thing. I seeking sport. That is also very very important. Getting sport. The tenth and the last is avoid temptation. What is this avoidance of the temptation? If at all you want to quit smoking, it is better not to sit with those friends of yours who are the smokers. Or if at all you are, don't go in that particular area where something addictive for you, something which you want to get rid of. Don't go in even into that area. Avoid that. Avoid even going there. So avoid meeting those people, avoid going there. Like, say, if at all you are somebody is addictive of, watching the porn on the cell phone, it is better not to watch, not to do something to avoid that particular actually activity. We need to shun, we need to discard certain other things are as well, which are not addictive, but which actually takes us towards that type of addiction, towards that type of bad habit. So dear friends and fellows, this is really, really, really important. I think these are the 10 ways, the 10 techniques to build ourselves and to develop ourselves and to develop our willpower. It will help us a lot if at all we are going to develop our willpower. And development of the willpower, it plays a key role, a decisive role. Even if at all somebody is resourceful enough but lacking the willpower, they will not be able to succeed. But those people with the much lesser resources but having the enough amount of willpower, they will succeed, inshallah. That's all. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair.